pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for having us here today. Hope us have a good meeting, that we make good decisions, and that we help their thank you for everyone that's here today to kind of out of your day to help be with us. Even to big city.
All right, let the record show that all commissioners are present except Commissioner Pizer, who has an excused absence. All right, we'll move on to approval agenda. Staff, are there any changes to the agenda?
No.
Okay, I need a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
I second.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner Sanchez and a second by Commissioner Simmons to approve the agenda. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Camacho,
Aye.
Sanchez,
Aye.
Simmons,
Aye.
and Yoshan.
All right. All right, we'll move on to minutes of our previous meeting. I need a motion to approve the minutes of the special joint meeting of February 18.
Public comment.
Oh. Is there a public comment on this one?
It looks like it was missed off your script, but yeah, we still need a, just ask if there is any public comment.
Oh, okay. Do we have any public comment? Milo?
No public comment.
Okay. We'll move on to minutes of our previous meeting. I need a motion to approve the minutes of the special joint meeting of February 18, 2025 and the regular meeting of March 11, 2025.
I motion to approve those minutes.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner Camacho and a second by Commissioner Sanchez to approve the minutes. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Camacho,
Aye.
Sanchez,
Aye.
Simmons,
Aye.
and Yoshan.
All right. All right, we'll move on to public comment. This portion of the meeting is reserved for persons wanting to address the commission only on matters not listed on this agenda. Speakers are limited to 5 minutes unless additional time is needed for translation. Please state your name and address for the record before making your presentation. All right. Do we have any public comment, Mila?
No public comment.
All right, seeing none, we'll move on to the public hearing. Should anyone challenge any proposed action which is the subject of a public hearing listed on this agenda, that person challenging any action taken after the public hearing may be limited to raising only those issues addressed at the public hearing in this notice, or in written correspondence delivered to the Planning Commission at or prior to this public hearing. All right, we'll move on to item number 1. The first public hearing is for tentative tract map number 7462. May we have the report, staff?
Yes, sir. Yeah, so this first item is tentative tract number 7462. So Lennar Homes is requesting approval of a tentative tract map to subdivide approximately 157 acres into 862 lots. This proposed subdivision will include 836 future single-family homes, 2 public parks, a drainage basin, a water well site, and a nature trail and paseo system. The proposed residential lots range in size from 4,000 square feet to 8,000 square feet. The project site is located north of 7 Standard Road within the Mission Lake specific plan area. West of the track, there are two other tentative maps, 7461 and 7463, also being subdivided by Lennar Homes. To the east is the Callaway Canal and the Marcona Preserve specific plan area, and beyond that, the Gossamer Grove specific plan area. There's a lot of ongoing residential development in the project vicinity, so this project would be compatible with surrounding land uses and activity. Additionally, the wonderful industrial park is located less than 2 miles from this residential project, so new homes would be situated in close proximity to a major employment hub. Thank you, Mila. The proposed tentative track map has been designed to be consistent with the design elements and development standards required by the Mission Lake specific plan. Here on the PowerPoint, you can see the general layout of the proposed subdivision. The actual map, which is shown in Exhibit A of the resolution, includes details like the proposed lot lines, street alignments, access points, and the location of parks and open spaces. Next slide, please. Per the requirements of the California Subdivision Map Act, approval of a tentative map requires a public hearing before the Planning Commission and the City Council. Certain findings must be met for map approval. Before bringing this project to the commission, staff reviewed the map for compliance and consistency with the city's general plan, the Mission Lake specific plan, the local subdivision ordinance, the California Subdivision Map Act, and all other applicable municipal codes and regulations. Staff found that the proposal complies with all of the necessary requirements at this time, and conditions of approval have been prepared that are deemed necessary for the safety and welfare of the community. The project is also exempt from the California Environmental Quality Act because the project falls within the scope of the program Environmental Impact Report that was certified for the Mission Lake specific plan in 2005. All of the findings that are required to be made by the city before approval of a tentative tract map have been satisfied for this tract 7462. Next slide, please, Mila. Staff's recommendation is that the Planning Commission approve resolution number 25-458, recommending that the Shafter City Council approve tentative tract number 7462, which proposes to subdivide 157.57 gross acres into 862 lots, subject to the recommended conditions of approval as shown in Exhibit B of the resolution. If the Planning Commission approves, staff would move forward with noticing this tentative map for a future public hearing at a City Council meeting. With that, that concludes my presentation. Thank you.
Commissioners, do we have any questions?
I'm just looking at the map. So all the entrances to this development are on the west portion of it? Because the other side is all canal, right?
That's right. Yeah. So one of the main entrances into the tract is off of 7 Standard Road through Lake Road, which will be developed as an arterial road. Sorry, I should be speaking into the mic. Yeah, that would be one of the main entrances, Lake Road.
And there are no changes to the school districts? It's still Norris and Kern High?
That is correct. Yeah. And there's no proposed school sites within this tract, but there will be a school site in future parts of the Mission Lake specific plan area. So there's just one residential tract project as part of a larger master plan community. In total, this area is envisioned to be, I think, a 5,000 unit development.
Correct me if I'm wrong, it's supposed to go all the way to Zerker Road, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Any more questions, commissioners? I will now open public hearing on this item. Is there anyone who wishes to speak on this item? If so, please give your name and address for the record. Do we have anybody online? Seeing none, I will now close the public hearing. Any other questions, commissioners? I need a motion to adopt resolution 25-458, recommending the city council approve tentative tract map number 7462 with findings and conditions of approval.
Make a motion to approve resolution number 25-458.
I second.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner Sanchez and a second by Commissioner Simmons to approve and adopt resolution 25-458, recommending the city council approve and adopt tentative track map number 7462 with findings and conditions of approval. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Camacho,
Aye.
Sanchez,
Aye.
Simmons,
Aye.
and Shawna.
Aye. All right, we have a second public hearing for tentative track map number 7463. Staff, may we have the report?
Yes, staff recommendation at this time is that the public hearing be opened and continued to a date certain date of May 13, 2025.
And just to add a little bit more, the reason for this is that we received notice from the applicant after the agenda was published that they would like a little more time to look at the conditions specific to this tract and requested that we do open the public hearing and then continue the public hearing to a date certain. So that's the reason for that.
Okay. So, I will now open the public hearing on this item and keep it open until May 13, 2025. Is that correct, staff?
Yes, what I would ask for you is to request a motion and second to continue public hearing to a date certain of May 13th, 2025.
Okay. All right, so I request a motion and a second to continue public hearing to a date certain of May 13, 2025.
Motion to continue the public hearing to a date certain of May 13th, 2025.
I second.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner Sanchez and a second by Commissioner Camacho. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Camacho,
Aye.
Sanchez,
Aye.
Simmons,
Aye.
and Shawna.
Aye. Do we have any more, do we have any reports, commissioners?
No.
Simmons?
Yes, sir.
All right. There being no further business to come before the planning commission, I need a motion and a second to adjourn.
I motion to adjourn our meeting.
I second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, this meeting is adjourned at 6:13 PM.